welcome to Red and Black TV. I'm your host, Stos, co-host Banana, panel head Boz, and we've got another guest tonight, Big Kev. How are you, mate?
Kevsy.
Mate, excited to be here.
Welcome to the gang.
Yeah, welcome
Cheers,
to
boys.
the panel, as they say.
We're here.
At least you didn't get blindsided.
No.
You got invited on.
I got invited on. I can't say the same about Jekyll, but, you know, these things happen, you know. You got to grow up, you think.
Sorry we couldn't get a barbecue happening for you, though.
That's all right. Maybe,
That'll happen one
maybe
day.
next time.
Well, next
That'll
time.
All right. So, obviously, we're going to talk about post-match.
I've got a bit of anxiety, bro. I really do.
Yeah, well, you know what? Look, I'm going to start, okay, and I'm going to say one thing, yeah, all right, because obviously I've been, I watched the game last night, which, in my eyes, is by far the worst fucking performance of the season, easily. And you know why it was the worst performance? Because usually we're rubbish for 45 minutes, yeah? We were rubbish for 90 fucking minutes. And you know what the even bigger problem is? Usually we sit on this fucking panel here, okay, and we talk about, you know, the couple of players that played bad, yeah? I'm struggling to think of the players I can say right now that actually performed last night. And you know what? In my eyes, there was two players that probably played maybe average. And that was Simon Cox, in my eyes, okay, and Nada. Other than that, everyone else fucking reeked. And it was a fucking embarrassment at fucking Bankwest Stadium. We all know Melbourne City's a quality team, okay? But that was just fucking disgusting, man. Seriously. And this is the point now, boys, where we start asking questions.
Kev, you go, man.
Well, I have to unload, sorry. boys.
A good segue, but look, because I think I touched on it last night with Banana, and I said, look, I wouldn't rate any player higher than a 4. The only person that you couldn't really fault would be Margush. Like, I don't think he made any mistakes or anything like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, you look at that performance, I agree with you 100% Stos.
Yep.
Worst performance of the season.
Yep.
Normally we put in for 45, didn't put in for anything. And if you look across the park, you know, the boys will have a look at that game and go, you know what, off the back of Saturday's result, 3-2, to come out and play like that, you know, we don't deserve that as a team, as fans, and as a club.
It's weird because you'd think after that game, where it seemed like we had all that momentum going in the last fucking 20-odd minutes to try and fucking get back into the game, you think that momentum would have carried on to this fixture. Yeah. It didn't.
Missing.
But let me say something. Why did we have that momentum? It's because he tweaked it at the end of that game. Yep. He went all out. So we finished with that momentum. What happens to this game? He goes back to his old bullshit, right? I'm starting to feel like the players are losing faith in the coach. They may be tired of the system. Yeah. I think they know it's not working. Yeah. Because it's quite evident, this bullshit, it's not working, and he needs to grow a fucking set of balls, right, and start playing an attacking brand of football, because our identity as a club has never been to sit back and defend, and we said this in podcast 1 or 2, I seen this from a mile away, if you remember, I said, we'll get away with results early in the season because teams aren't fluent, teams are rusty, but once teams start stringing passes together, catching us on the fast transition, they're going to fuck us in the pockets. And that's exactly what happened last night. Yeah? They caught us with 3 at the back.
Our wing backs were so high up, Boz.
So high up.
And then our 3 backs were so compressed that Naboot was just getting into that channel, that pocket, because every time.
By the time we can come back to our recovery point on the field, and set up our 5 at the back, they were already in our final third, our front third. And that's what was going to happen. It was great coaches are going to expose us. And great teams are going to expose us. We'll get away with it against Wellington, against your Newcastles, whatever, even though we haven't. And we did early in the season, But teams like this, Melbourne City, who play a fast brand of football, are going to expose us, and that's exactly what happened. They tore us to shreds in our pockets.
Do you think another factor might have been that we had youngsters playing in that wing-back role, and maybe their understanding of the position and the transition in that position was an issue too?
Round 12, if you don't understand what the fucking coach wants to play by now, you're never going to understand, brother.
But I'm saying these players are younger, they're inexperienced.
But we were praising Aquilani early in the season.
Yeah, can I ask a question for you, Boz? Because obviously you've coached at a particular level.
Yeah.
But do you ever look at the players and think, hey, just your starting position isn't quite right? Because I look at some of those guys that are playing out wide, and I just think, most coaches will teach you, back to the sideline, so that way you can go forward, go back. But I just don't see that with the young guys.
When we're receiving the ball, our positioning is wrong. Sometimes, our wing backs have space in front. They're receiving it on the wrong angle, so they're not attacking that space at times.
It's almost negative.
It's just a negative brand of football. It's like they are scared to play.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like we're too cautious. Yeah, because I think he's dwelling on defense so much. Yeah, that these guys are restricted to attack. One-dimensional, right? And what's happening is when we are attacking, we're attacking with both flanks. They're pushing up high, so when we lose that ball, we're exposed, man. We got three at the back.
Transition,
They were pinging it. They were just pinging it wide.
That's
you
all
can
they
just
were
see
doing.
it.
I said that in the beginning, like Boss said in the first podcast. His formation from day dot fucking stinks, bro. Your left back and your right back. We're saying your wing backs, whatever the fuck you want to call them, whatever they are. I don't even know what they are anymore. You can't even call them a left back, left wing, right wing. They get tired, man. That's a big role they're playing, man. People don't realize that. They've got a big role. They got to run up, and down. Of course, they're going to get caught out, man.
That's why Jajevski wasn't,
liability.
It was a liability in the system because he's not that type of player. Yeah, the guys. I don't know where this fucking 5-3-2 bullshit came from. It wasn't around fucking 3 years ago. Yeah, everyone was playing the 4-3-3. Now it's a formation to have, right? But you don't need 5 defenders at the back. Yeah. Your 4 is more than enough. 4 is a perfect balance.
100%.
Yeah. You don't need to pull back 5 players and then get the 2 flanks to push up again, kill them. So by the time it's 60th minute, they're burnt out. Right? Yeah. So we need to go back to what we know. That's a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. Right? Keep the 4 at the back. I don't mind the right back or left back bombing on, joining the attack. Right? That's
6 cover.
And there's 6 covers. It's a traditional 6 role. Who'll sit back, cover. And you got your 4-5 players up front. And your 7, 11, 9, 10. That's 4 players. That's more than enough to score. The 8 can join in as well. Yeah? You've got 5 players in attack. You don't need to take the risk of getting caught out with 3 at the back. You don't need to take that risk, man. You know what I mean? You don't need to kill your left and right back. Let them sit back. Let them focus on defense. I don't mind the odd bombing on every now and again. 2-3 attacks in a game, but you don't need to kill them, man. And up and down for 90 minutes, man.
You know what?
Especially a young
another
guy.
thing that cracks me about Robinson is that all right, that's fine. Okay, that's his system that he plays. The 5-3-2. Yeah. He's got no plan B. Okay, because obviously I coach as well, and depending on games you go into, yeah. All right, obviously when you're playing at home, you usually, as a coach, you say to yourself, you know what, I'll probably play a bit more attacking. You're at home, blah, blah, blah.
Stos,
when you go to an away fixture, okay, and especially when you know it's a better team, yeah, you'll go into that fixture defensive. He doesn't have that 2 formations, man. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get he doesn't have the 2 formations, but what frustrates me is, when we go down 2-0, he makes subs. 65th minute, he puts in Kamau, he puts in Bernie Abini. What happens in the next 5 minutes? We're fucking all over him. Aquilani misses the header back post. Their goalkeeper, fucking Glover, saves a top corner. All of a sudden, we're pressing. All of a sudden, we're suffocating them. Yeah, you got Griffiths making tackles on the goal line, man. Yeah, but why do we wait till the 65th minute to play this attacking brand?
Too late.
Yeah, it's too late, brother. Why can't we start like this? Why can't you take this risk, roll the dice from the start, man? Why do we need to go down by 2 goals for you to start taking risks, man? Yeah, grow a pair of balls, man. Straight out.
I still didn't even see them grow a pair of balls, even when they were 2 down.
Not in this game. Not in this game.
It was nothing, bro. It was fucking pathetic, bro.
But to the point that Boz was making a bit before around balance, right? Our team is heavily stacked with attacking players. Yes. Yet we're playing a defensive system. You look at our bench and we've got 5.
You see the bench?
You've got 5 guys that can come on and score goals. Absolutely. 5 guys, but yet we're playing a defensive style. Go out there, and I think you mentioned on the last podcast was go out and win 5-2. Go out and win 4-2.
Why not work to our strengths?
Bro.
Why not work to our strengths? And that's we've built an attacking team. It doesn't make sense. We're not a fucking Newcastle that doesn't have the attacking prowess, and has to play a defensive system. We're not that team, man. Yeah, we've got the best roster in terms of attack in the league, bro. Yeah, you've added Duke in there as well. Why the fuck are we persisting with this bullshit 5-3-2, bro?
It's boring people, man. It's boring people.
He's trying to turn this into the Burnley of the A-League, bro. Yeah, scrape a 1-0 win, scrape a 2-1 win. That's not our identity, brother.
That's boring.
They won't work in finals.
That's boring.
It won't work in
What finals?
You
We need,
can't-
brother, we're not going to make fucking finals. What are you on about, bro?
Yeah.
The way we go, look who's on top of the ladder. Who's all right? Look who's on top of the ladder. It's a fucking
Central
joke,
Coast,
bro.
Yeah.
Where did you think these guys, last night you thought fucking Perth were going to hammer and look what happened to them, bro.
And before we got viewers saying, "Oh, we're sitting fourth on the table," let me just remind
Fuck your
you,
fourth on the ladder.
we've played 10 games. 5 teams under us have played a maximum of 7 or 8 games. So they've got 3 games or 2 games in hand. If the 5 teams under us win one of their 2 or 3 games, we drop to 10th. That's our true position at the moment.
Let
10th.
that fucking sink in. We're on
at-
bottom of the ladder again. People.
We're at 1.3 points per game. 1.3. That's you're not going to be playing any type of football at the end of the year at 1.3 points per game. You know, everyone that's a coach, you work out, mathematically where you need to end up by the end of the season. 1.3 times the amount of games we got, you ain't going to get shit. You're not going to be playing anything.
I said it in the beginning of the season, mate. When you blokes asked me, where do you think we'll finish? I told you where I want us to finish. If we don't finish anywhere near where I want us to finish, season's a failure, and it's already a failure to me.
Yeah.
Simple as that, brother. Season is over for me already.
So, all right. So, in saying that, all right, how do we bounce back from here? In the position we're in right now, all right.
You got to change your system.
Obviously, we've got Western United coming up, which is a big fixture. How as a coach, Robertson, how does he bounce back?
I'll tell you,
right now?
someone in the coaching staff that's been around, maybe someone like Halidi, needs to tap Carl Robinson on the shoulder and say, Carl, maybe you're caught up too much in your 5. Let's try something new. Yeah, this team's achieved A, B, C with this formation. Let's give it a shot. Yep. Yeah, it seems like no one's challenging the coach at the moment. Yeah, it's not working. You've had 12 games, brother. Yeah, you won 1 game at home.
Yeah, it's fucked.
At your so-called fortress. Yeah, teams are coming and fucking sweeping, putting the mop to us.
It was like a training ground for Melbourne City, man.
We didn't even challenge them, bro. It was such a comfortable win.
Everyone was off.
Yeah.
Everyone was off.
This is the difference between us and Melbourne City last night. Melbourne City get the ball at the back. What did Melbourne City do?
Quick transition.
Boom. Left, right.
The ball movement was quick.
Ball's out.
Yeah.
What do we do when we get the ball, brother?
We look lost.
We think we're fucking Barcelona trying to play at the back.
We
mate.
played 25
They were testing,
passes.
what's his name, McLaren.
Tick attacking.
They were testing McLaren to see if he's still got the spring in his
He had the spring. He had the
fucking
spring.
And what
brother.
happened? And what
And he fucking, here you go.
Yeah.
As always, he does to us.
That one guy, himself put that much pressure on McGowan. He made McGowan look like he should be fucking playing MPL3 or something.
And once again, McGowan, you got a fucking tongue in your mouth, bro? You know how to fucking does your voice box work, brother?
If you look at the goal, I know that
bro.
that Bacchus gave away the pass, but McGowan was yards away from fucking McLaren, and McLaren got into this
How do
position
you
as
give
a
a player
good.
like that much space?
He's a good
In the
striker,
last
right?
game as well. He backed off. The guy cut in and fucking goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, use no my thoughts on fucking McGowan. Forget it.
I rewatched that today before I came. I knew
well,
I knew that was
fuck
going to
me,
come
honest
up
to
because
God.
honestly, I said it last night to Banana. I said, "Where's Taz?" Or even not like there's Ziegler. Ziegler's there as an option. The question is, he's our captain,
Ziegler
dude.
right now, brother.
I know,
Honestly.
but he's
right?
our captain, and that's what he's put in for 2 displays. He's been responsible for the second goal against Adelaide and the first goal last night. And at some point, you got to look and go, is he the right guy to lead the team? Okay, whatever. If he was handed the captaincy at the beginning of the season, all that kind of stuff, and you touched on it, giving it to Dorrans. Dorrans hadn't played a game for us, so probably hard to give it to him at the beginning. Yep. But at some point, you're going to be like, bro, I'm going to drop you. You're not playing well. And, Dorrans, here you go, or whoever, somebody at the club with a bit of fucking guts.
It has to be Dorrans.
captaincy shouldn't give you immunity.
Yes.
Shouldn't.
That was my point.
Kevin's
Drop
trying
him.
to say.
Drop your captain,
Drop him.
bro. It's happened around the world.
Drop him to the 20s.
Drop him. Drop him to the 20s, man.
But 20s
you know
wouldn't
what?
even take you. They would give him the manager
Bro,
and say,
that's
you know what, brother, sit on
Boz
the
will
bench.
show him.
That's quite normal, man. Yeah, dropping a senior member down to the 20s, yeah. Maybe to rebuild a bit of confidence, whatever. But that's not out of the picture, man. That's a possibility. Yeah. Now, we can sit here. Just give me a couple of minutes here, boys. Now, yeah, we can sit here now and say Carl Robinson out, whatever. All right.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not
either.
saying that.
I'm not saying that.
I know some viewers are.
I said it since day dot,
Yeah,
bro.
some viewers are. And you know what? I said at the start, I don't think it was the right. He was the right person for the job,
No.
right appointment. But now that we got him, we stick to him. That was my thing. So I was never team Carl Robinson. I was team, all right, we got this, now we got to fucking live with it. Now, what I want to...
I'm not so much Team Robinson. It's more so a scenario where we just need to try and stick with our manager here.
But
because chopping and changing isn't going to help.
But you know what I don't get? Hang on before you start. You know what I don't get with this? Where at the beginning of the season when he got announced and people got they had this dream in their head. Fuck, he had a good run with Newcastle at the end of the season. Now we signed him up. Or maybe since he done that good with Newcastle, what's he gonna do with a better team, brother? He's done nothing, bro. That doesn't prove nothing to me, man. As soon as they said he was announced, game over. This season's a write-off for me, brother. You blokes know who I wanted. You blokes know.
I had a bit of hope.
I didn't at all, man. Go check West Sydney Forum, wherever you want. Go on back there when he signed.
I still have hope, bro. I still have hope.
I do.
As long as he changes his the way he goes about attacking these games, because he's got to realise at some point he's got more experience in his attacking players and players moving forward and creating havoc. Imagine having, just hypothetically, I don't know where you'd put him, but imagine having Cox, Duke, Abini, Muller all in the park at the same time. Like,
chaos.
That's going to cross.
I'll tell you now, bro. What one man will do with those players on the field? I told you last night.
You did.
And for the people who watched, you know who I want.
Because that's how he won titles at his club.
Fuck what everyone says, bro. You can say what you want about the bloke, but this bloke wins, bro. I don't give a shit.
That's how he won titles.
The fucking Graham Arnold, bro. I'll even take fucking Musket if I have to, bro. I want they winners, bro. Like you said, these blokes have been in the league. They understand the fucking league. Bring these people in, man.
Bro,
give them the money.
How about what I said before the podcast tonight? Would you
bring Popper, bro? I'll bring him in too, bro. Bring him back, bro.
Would you take Popper? If Robinson goes another 2-3 more games, losses,
I'll give him one more game, bro. If you want to salvage this season, bro, we're not playing in Europe 36 games, brother. Yeah,
it's a short season.
Yeah, it's a short season. We don't have the luxury of taking.
So you're saying you would make a call now of getting rid of him if there's a better option in the equation?
Absolutely. If we want to salvage this season,
Big call.
You've got Popper and Musket out there.
What I'm going to say is, before it's Carl Robinson out, for me, it's JT out first. All right. Now, I just want to discuss a bit about JT and what he's achieved at the club. Now, in 2012, 2013 season was our first season. Yeah. We finished season first. I'm going to go off regular season.
So we're going to go off Gorman's.
Yep, Gorman's. First season we won. We played 27 games and we won 18 of them. Couldn't have been a better start. Second season, 2013-14 season, we finished second. 27 games, 11 wins. Yep. 2014, we win the ACL. JT comes in.
Great time to come in, eh?
Great time.
Great time to blast in the glory,
for a chief executive, you're at the pinnacle. Your team's just won the most prestigious trophy in Asia.
Commercial opportunities are fucking there.
It was endless. It was set up for him to succeed. First season, 2014-15, we finished 9th. Second last. 27 games, 4 wins. 2015-16 season, we'll give him credit. We finished second, 27 games, 14 wins. We'll give him credit. Let's look at the last 4 years.
I'll stop you there. Now we moved out of Para.
We moved out of Para. Yep. Okay. 2016-2017, we finished 6th. 27 games, 8 wins. 2017-18, we finished 7th. 27 games, 8 wins. 2018-19 season, we finished 8th. So 6.
Fucking hell.
6, 7, 8, 27 games, 6 wins. Last year, we finished 9th. 26 games, 9 wins. So the last 4 seasons have been 6, 7, 8, 9. This year, at the moment, as it stands, if the 4 or 5 teams under us win one of their 2 or 3 games, we drop to 10th. Tied with Newcastle.
At least he's got a consistency in going down.
Going down. He loves going down.
One at a time,
he loves going down.
He's a fucking fraud. Yeah. When he came from Newcastle, his last season in Newcastle, they finished 7th. So I don't know of what success did he come to the Wanderers. Yeah. He's a fucking fraud.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He needs to fucking resign. All right. Now, I'm going to put the magnifying glass a bit more back. Now, I want to zoom out. Who's brought him in and who's keeping him in there? Let's focus on Paul Edra now. All right. Paul Edra,
the
owner, brings this guy in. Okay. In 2014, A Brazilian beef giants, JBS, acquired Primo from Ledger for $1.25 billion US. You convert that to Australia, that's $1.6 billion. All right? Where the fuck is our marquee signing? Yeah? Where the fuck is our marquee signing for the last 4 years? Our last marquee signing was Riera. He scored 26 goals in 45 games. So he can't say it's something that hasn't worked, a project that hasn't worked. Yeah? You look at teams like Sydney FC, their owner, David Trankovic. Yeah? His net worth is $550 million. So Ledger is 3 times more wealthier than Sydney FC's owner. We're the most wealthiest club in Australia. And we can't afford a fucking marquee signing. Let's look at some.
Well, not so much the club, the owner.
Who pumps the money in?
Yeah.
All right.
If he wants to be successful, he can make it happen.
He can be every year.
Let's look at the top 4 marquee signings in the league right now. Yeah? Let's start with Fonaroli.
Yeah.
He's earning $100K a month. He's probably on around 1.2 million a year.
Yep.
Diamante. He's
Class, bro.
He's between 1.1 and 1.3 million a year. McLaren, 1.5 million to 1.7 million. And we got Milligan at MacArthur, between 1.2 and 1.5 million. And I want to add Berisha in there. He's not a marquee signing because he's become an Australian, so he falls under the domestic.
But I think he still gets that.
He gets $1.5 million.
There you go.
But what I'm trying to say is there's a pattern in this league that marquee signings, there's a strong link between success and marquee signings, bro.
Look at Ono.
Ono as well. So why has Stingy Paul not...
Stingy Paul, I like that.
I'm going to call him Stingy Paul. Why has he not invested in this club? He's too busy. Kevin, he's too busy about this APL. He's the head of the APL movement.
Yep.
How the fuck are you focusing on the APL when your own club is in shambles, bro?
Yeah. He's too busy saving Newcastle Jets.
Yeah. Too busy trying to send life. He's handing out get out of jail cards to everyone. Your fucking club's in a mess. Yeah? There's been a downward spiral for the last 5 years. All right? And you're focusing on other bullshit movements. All right? It's time you fucking got to pull out your wallet, man. Invest in a marquee. Send this fucking JT out. Yeah? Because at the moment, it's a fucking disaster, Paul.
Look at Victory. Look what happened to Victory. They're in a bit of a shamble too, man. Look, they're in a bit of shamble. I'm not sure if it was who stepped aside. I don't know if it's their CEO or whatever it is. Whoever knows what it is, say in the comment section, whatever it is. But I'm pretty sure someone that's in charge over there, that's running the ship, that should be steering the ship where it should be going in the right direction. It's going in the wrong direction, as we can see, and he stepped aside. And I've seen in the comment section on their Victory page on Instagram that they're saying, "Oh, he's deserted us at the when we need him the most." No, he stepped aside at the right time to put the right person into place.
Yes. A breath of fresh air, man.
Not like us. We got the fucking clown running the ship, and he's burying it into the fucking ocean.
6 years, brother. 6 years, and we've missed out on the final 5 of those 6 years.
It's not just missing out the final.
We're not playing.
This is the mentality we have, man. This is the mentality that we have adapted. Hopefully, we make the top 6. Fuck your top 6 card. I don't give a shit about top 6, bro. I want to be on top of the fucking league.
You want to be winning the league every year.
Or we built $1 million facilities. Fuck your facilities, hell, yeah. The poorest fucking team in the A-League's coming first. So building these facilities doesn't automatically translate to success on the field. I don't care what you build.
In A-League or W League, because our W League girls aren't doing crash out.
Fucking atrocious.
Yeah, because you go bring in Heffernan with 0 manager experience. Yep. Yeah, what do you expect?
If you go back to your list as well, there's a couple of noticeable, absentees. Like if you look at Costa Barbarouses, we could have got him.
Absolutely.
Right? That's another name.
We could have got Berisha too.
But I'm just saying, like, he's not on that list.
Yeah,
but if you look at that list,
scores goals, we don't want him.
If you look at that list, all those teams are going to finish in the top 4.
And just for our viewers, how the marquee works is you're allowed 2 marquees signing outside your $3.2 million salary cap. Yeah? We don't even have 1. You're allowed 2. We don't even have 1.
We've only had 1.
Only one, one major one.
Like a decent one, yeah. Like a decent one.
What? Was Biancaria marquee?
Well, he was on 700,000, wasn't he?
No, but when we were saying marquee, you're saying your Del Piero, Ono.
Well, we've had Ono. That's about it.
That's your marquee. That's your.
Saba showed glimpses, but he wasn't like the.
But those were marquee. They weren't really. I don't know. They're not eye-catching marquees, bro.
These marquee signings it's not an expense, bro. It's an investment. Yeah, these marquee 100%. Signs are going to bring in results.
They're going to double your crowds.
They're going to bring in gate tickets in. Yeah, they're going to roll in money. They're going to bring in merch sales. Yeah, they're going to bring in everything. It's not a fucking expense. So why are we not investing? I don't understand, brother. 4 years we haven't had a marquee, brother. Riero's our last marquee.
Do they not have any shame, bro, when they come to the game and they see empty seats, bro?
Does JT even come to games?
Does that
Do you even fucking come to games, bro?
Good question. Yeah. But you can tell where the success of the club and where it's gone to, where back in, I remember season 1, you had to fight people to get a hold of a jersey or a ticket.
Hottest seats in town, bro.
Yeah, you could not get a jersey. Nike could not keep up with the demand.
Absolutely. 100%.
And then tickets were like, hey, are you going to the game? Yeah, but I need 4 more tickets because I want to bring 4 people with me. Now, don't worry about social distancing. There's nobody at the stadium, so don't worry about it. Like, we've got plenty of room.
Even if there was no COVID, everyone would be social distance, bro.
That's an excuse.
But I don't blame the people. I don't blame the people even for walking.
People have had enough.
There's commitments.
How long are you gonna eat shit for, man?
You see someone like
We're still
George.
eating shit, bro.
You see someone like George last night, man. He's holding his fucking membership. He's had enough. Yeah. He's the voice of all the other fans, man.
Whether you want to say anything about him or not, he's not putting an act on, brother. Yeah. It is what it is. He's saying he's angry.
He's frustrated.
We all feel like that, bro. How many people this season didn't renew their ticket? And these people were there for them. Mind you, these people that I'm saying, like this,
look at me.
From day dot. Yeah, he's a day dot person.
I'm a day
didn't
dot.
want to renew. What for?
I didn't renew my
shit?
membership.
For rubbish?
But then the reverse is there's some of us like me.
2 years ago, I said
my fucking membership comes out before my car rego. There's some of us that are like that as well. The complete opposite end, and that's what you get. You get fucking you get a CEO who you don't trust, an owner you don't trust. There's facilities to the wazoo, but your team comes ninth. Fuck, what's the point? We're there, the ones that go to the games, and even those who don't, we're watching at home. At the end of the day, you are investing in a club, in your team. You are passionate about it, and if you're not getting a result, okay, sure, you have one bad year, maybe a second bad year, but we are a top 2, top 3 club, right? In Australia.
I have no problem with that. I'm not saying we need to be first every single year, man.
Yeah,
there's no problem. I can handle.
But for 5 years,
B1 season, 2 seasons,
make the finals.
You know what?
Make the finals, top 6. Is that too much to ask for?
You know what it is? The club has literally lost its soul. It's lost its soul.
It's lost its soul.
It's gone corporate.
What we all built. All right, forget the fucking club. The fans built this club. From day dot, we have lost our fucking soul.
This was JT's vision. Go corporate. Go corporate. That's his fucking vision.
Here's your corporate, cocksucker.
Yeah. You've lost. The club's lost its soul, brother. Yeah, it's lost its soul. You've been there for 6 years. You haven't achieved shit. Yeah, it's time to pack your bags and get the fuck out. Because it looks like Paul doesn't have the balls. I don't know if he's in some Illuminati group with you or there's some.
Or if he's got some.
He's got dirt on you or something.
He's got naked pics of Paul. Something. He's got to have something, bro.
Something's there, bro. That's holding this guy to his seat. But it's time JT gets the fuck out of here. We need breath of fresh air, man. Absolutely. A new direction. Yeah, we need someone that understands fans, someone that listens to us. Not about the suits, not about the corporate. Yeah, because it's enough and is enough, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Everyone's performance gets reviewed. It just seems as though JTs One Never Does.
He's always gets.
And I said this at the fan forum a couple of years ago because I called him out at the fan forum. I said because when he signed Pierre Vicari, and at the time he was actually having to go at the RBB for flares and whatnot. I said, mate, you want to talk about flares and fines and whatnot? How about the $700,000 you spent on Pierre Vicari? Who's going to hold you accountable for that decision? And no one seems to do that. You know, boss. If a player's not performing. Dropped, sacked. Us at our jobs, day in, day out, not performing, sacked. The stats, you called them out. At the end of the day, mate, you got to be a fucking man and step down.
My question is, Paul, if JT was running Primo, would you keep him at the hill for 6 years with decreasing sales? Yeah, each year with loss of profits each year. Would you keep him in your business for 6 years? And I know the answer is absolutely fucking no. Yeah, because that's what matters to you. But when it comes to his football club, it seems like you don't give 2 fucks, man. Yeah? I don't understand. JT's gone through 5 managers, brother. When's someone going to get up and say, maybe it's the fucking CEO? Yeah? Maybe it's the chief executive that pulls these strings. Yeah? 5 fucking gaffers, and he's still in there, bro. I don't know. I've never seen this in any fucking football club, man.
That's crazy.
And on top, just one last thing around JT, right? At the end of the day, you can say whatever you want about JT and stuff. But, mate, and if he says he loves the club and he works for the club, at the end of the day, you get paid to be at the club, we fucking do it for free. Yeah, we pay to fucking follow this team and because we're from the fucking area At the end of the day, if you don't understand the frustration, maybe it's worth reaching out to your stakeholders, which are these guys.
It's from the area.
Yeah, let it be from the area, but
that's from the area. That is from the area.
That
but
suit doesn't say that he's from the area.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Is that from the area? You called that guy from the area?
I'm just saying.
Ooh, yeah, man.
I'm just saying, like, we put blood, sweat, tears, money into this club, and you're pulling a wage. If you were doing it for free, you wouldn't stick around.
Absolutely. All right, let's get back into the game because we've gone fucking.
Doesn't matter what
we had to fire up. The rant was
Stos,
necessary.
it's come to a stage where
it's
bigger than the park now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's bigger than the park.
That's what.
Now we're reflecting on the last 5 years because there's this pattern happening, bro.
This is what I'm saying to Kev last night. He goes, I'm not even angry anymore. I go, same as me. I'm past. I can't get angry anymore, even when I'm at the game, man.
Because you're tired.
I'm tired of this shit, bro. Like what we're talking about here, like what we're talking about right now. I'm tired of this shit. People are tired of this shit, bro.
So to some, it might seem extreme, but
Call
trust me.
Call us what you want, bro.
But trust me,
we've been here since day dot.
That's what I was gonna say. Once you've been doing it for that long, all right, and we've been doing it for a long time. And credit to all the fans that have been there since day one, and even those who joined later on. You got to understand, it's frustration from years of this. It's not we lost on the weekend and all of a sudden we want the guy
too
out.
much pride at stake,
the
bro.
stats are there.
I don't care if we lost them, man. Give a fuck. You can lose every week. It doesn't matter.
It's bigger than the results at the moment, man. It's bigger than that because something we love, something we have so much passion for, we've seen dying for the last 4 years slowly, just falling and sinking further and further, bro. And it's killing us, and we're just exhausted. That's what it is. That's where this frustration stems from. We're exhausted, man. Yeah, same shit every year. We start this year with so much excitement, yeah, so much passion. Go watch our first podcast, and watch this podcast, bro. Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, it's just it hurts, man, and we're just tired. We're just tired, man.
All right, well, back into the game. All right, I don't know how much more of it you want to touch on because, obviously you all just poured your hearts out now, which is fair enough. Is there much more you want to touch on in regards to the game? Obviously, you want to go into this Tracy penalty, which in my eyes was definitely...
It was a pen, man. Listen,
if it was stupidity on
listen, if it was the other way around, I'll be saying it's a pen all fucking day, man. It's a pen. It is what it is.
He stuck his arm out.
You got your arms up.
Unnatural.
100%
You're blocking the ball.
Unnatural position. It was by his side. No pen. He's lifted.
It was up in his chest.
Unnatural position. It's a pen, man.
I think the only thing I'm going to say about the penalty is that it's got to start becoming a little bit more consistent. Like in terms of, we haven't had much of the rub of the green at all as a Wanderers team. You know what I mean? Like I think last week against Adelaide, I think Kamau was probably unlucky to not get a penalty. And I just think there has to be a little bit more consistency because in my rant last week, I didn't go at the ref, but really my frustration was with the refereeing because towards the end of the game, it seemed like it was all one way, right? But, shit happens. And, it was a pen at the end of the day, although frustrating.
Well, who do we got next, Stos?
Who we got next? I want to touch on one more thing from that game, all right? Because there's one player that got a little bit more of a run on the field, and in my eyes, I wasn't impressed at all. What are your thoughts on Much?
Was that much?
Not much.
I thought it was a trampoline. Because that ball was touching.
Obviously, Robertson's brought this guy in, whatever, on his 6-month contract. I know bolster the score, whatnot, but mate, he was fucking very ordinary in my eyes.
I think he's a fill-in for Ugagovic, right? I think that's what it is. I think it's a temporary, fill-in until Ugagovic comes and joins us next season. Which I don't know if he's the right signing either.
Yep. I like him. He's got a bit of skill to him, man.
He does the dirty work,
Does the job, man.
Yeah,
he's done it against us a few times.
Which is another part of the Vancouver clan.
Yep.
Yeah,
send him back.
I didn't see any glimpse of
nothing promising for him.
Nowhere to send him back to, but he's off contract there.
It was a great opportunity for him to kind of, build a bit of a reputation with the fans, maybe create a goal, score one, and make it an interesting game.
No, it was unlucky not to bag on yesterday.
What, that shot?
That shot.
It was curling away.
Fuck, it went to Rosita.
Nah,
was that the top right corner? It was curling
right,
away.
I
thought you were talking about the half one.
No.
It was curling away from goal.
It was a good shot. It was great technique, but...
He would have got a few.
That was a highlight of the match. That's how bad we played. That was the highlight.
Hey, guys, interesting question. Do you know how many shots on target we had?
0.
I don't know.
0.
In 90 minutes, we had 1 shot on target.
That's brilliant.
That's not bad.
That's good stats. That's great stats.
1 shot on target, guys.
Woz is a stat man today.
Can't believe it. Can't believe it.
That's 100%.
All right, so obviously, let's move away from the game because I feel like we've exhausted it. And there's, well, you know what? There's not much to fucking talk about.
What do you mean?
It was
Let's
poor.
talk
It was
about.
poor.
What are we going to fucking talk about, bro?
What is there to talk about?
We're just going to... I can't even be fuck roasting him anymore.
It was just poor. That's it. It was
That's
poor.
Poor performance, man, from top to bottom.
Adelaide, you could analyse some players. Last night, just write it off. It's a fucking car. It's had been an accident.
Okay,
Fuck
Piss
it.
poor from
let's-
even on the off the bench.
Let me ask you this question. We said the players played with no passion. Why do you think that's the case last night? What is it that these players went out there without the passion?
I don't know.
He changes the fucking lineup every week, bro. There's no chemistry in this fucking team, man. It's as simple as that, bro. How are you not starting? Has he ever started his best 11 back-to-back yet this season?
No.
I don't think he fucking has. He's rotated the fucking left wing back between 3 players. All right, for me, Wilmering was fucking terrible last night, bro. You can see the kid hasn't got the experience yet. All right, he's taking Jajeski straight out of the equation. Where even you touched on that, Kev. We could have used him last night.
Bring back the McDonald's. Bring it back.
I'll bring back the McDonald's.
Bring it back. Can't see more. Bring it
Bro, but
back.
at the end of the day, man, bro, there's no cohesion, bro. These guys, they're not even gelling because he's fucking chopping and changing every fucking game.
Go back to a flat 4. Play Jajewski at left back, and you'll see how fucking good he is.
Different,
bro.
yeah. Different story.
Let him just focus.
4-4-2 diamond.
Yeah. Let
That's
him
it.
focus on
Done.
that part of the field, that pocket, and I bet you my life he won't let no motherfucker past him. But when you want him to run 60 meters up, 60 meters back,
can't do
yeah,
Bro, he's 30, what,
He can't,
33
bro.
or some shit. He's not going to
32,
fucking run
33,
all the...
something. He's not old. Come on, all right,
And
I'm
look,
not that old. Come back
to talk about cohesion, I think you guys touched on it in one of the podcasts. You know, Robinson said he's going to fool around with the teams because he's got 2 games in 3 days. At the end of the day, when you look back, he mixed and matched. We got 0 out of 6 points.
Well done.
Pick up one fucking win, and we'd be like, all right, no worries. You got
whatever.
3 out, you know.
Trial and error,
and
whatever.
both at home, Kev.
But that's
at
frustrating. Banana looks
What'd
at me
I
every
say?
time I'm outside the stadium. He goes, fuck, another loss at home. Or what do you want me to say, Banana?
What did I say?
What do you
4.
want me to say?
What was it? 4 home? Is it 4 home games now?
No,
It's 4,
4?
and we've only picked
2
up.
losses, a win, and a
Only
draw.
picked up 4 points.
How funny are we playing a defensive system and we've eaten 5 goals in our last 2 games?
Brother, if you want
Against
man,
Adelaide, who's rubbish.
I'm
needs to take
laughing
some-
because I'm fucking.
He
I
needs
don't know,
to,
man.
he needs to take. Can't get a fucking word in here.
Go.
Anyway, let's fucking move on. All right, let's talk about our next fixture where everyone knows what's going to fucking happen because what's going on right now. I don't see us bouncing back next game against Western United.
Yeah, I got something to say for this
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
game. Diamante, please. Take it easy on us, cuz.
Have a week off.
Take it easy. Take the week off. Go for a holiday. Take
Sneak
the missus
ACL
out.
during the week.
You too, Barisha. Go for it. Go back to Albania for the weekend,
Go
bang.
back to Albania, bro.
Yeah,
We'll go back to Greece.
Go wherever you want.
Oh, man.
You know,
Let's not go there, mate.
hey, you know what? They rest them both, and we still get slapped.
Well, you know what? No. Sorry. Kosovo. It's Kosovo.
Yeah,
Oh, is he? Anyway, regardless. All right.
Serbia, Belgrade, whatever.
Listen,
sorry, bro.
Let's not get too much into the nitty gritty because we all know what's going to fucking happen. Let's go straight into predictions now, boys.
Well, we
Predictions
called
for this
last
game.
game. We called 2-0. I think we're correct.
I called it 2-1.
2-1. The only issue is I thought it was going to be a bit more fight in our boys. Yeah, a closer 2-1, but it was just too comfortable. Man, I don't see a way out of this. If he sticks to his 5-3-2, I see us losing 3-0, man, 3-1.
I see a pamparada coming up, mate. A big 5. I'll go for a 4-1. Okay. I'll
go 2-0 loss. Kev?
Look, my initial thought is a loss, but I think what I'm hoping is that the boys will bounce back.
Stop talking with your heart, Kev.
Okay.
We talked about head the last
look,
podcast.
3-1 Western United, right?
What do you want to see?
What I want to see is some fucking fight, and I want to see that formation. You know, if he's not going to change it, he's got to get the right players on the park. I think Muller and Duke have to play together, have to start the game. Kamau, I like Kamau. I think he's probably one of the most informed players, but I really think he's an impact player. He comes on fresh, fresh against tired players, right? I don't think if you start him, he's going to do the same thing. So I think Muller, maybe Cox and Duke to start, possibly. That's probably your strongest 3 up the top.
Yep.
I think in one of the comments from another podcast, Truisi can't play the game that we're playing. We're not playing through the middle of the park, right? We're playing very wide, so I don't know how you're going to fit him into the system. Maybe he comes on later, right? Maybe he comes on later, but I want to see a bounce back, even a draw. I'll take at this stage because I know what class is on the piece of paper. But if I had to pick a score, I'm saying 3-1 Western United.
You know what else I'm going to say?
And hopefully they don't fuck it up.
Whose career is Diamante going to end this time around, bro? Because last year he ended Trindergrass. What is his name? Prendergrass.
I think Dylan McGowan's in for a shock, mate. If he doesn't,
The guy is 39 years old, bro.
blessed.
Yeah, that's another
Phil,
thing.
Phil.
That's it. Boss.
39 years
Boss.
old.
That's another thing I understand. The guy is 39 years old.
Hey.
He
Grass
runs.
is forever, brother.
He runs.
Have you seen him? He's fit for a
He
39-year-old man.
runs like an animal. For
But you know what that
90
is?
minutes.
You know what that is? That's that Italian fucking fight in him, bro. Yeah, that's just in him, bro. He's built that way. You know what I mean? That stubbornness. We don't have that in our team, bro. We don't have that. You know what I mean? That
I don't know
grind.
what we've got in our team right now, boss.
do,
to be
do,
honest.
do you see how that man plays?
Bro.
He
Yeah, but
does
what-
one touch, it takes 4 players out.
Banana, what's
That's
worse?
unbelievable.
What's worse is that now him and Bruce are actually linking up.
Yeah.
Right, but last year they weren't linking up exactly, but now they're
Now it's all
linking
over.
up. Now you're like, what the hell? Who,
I'm worried
Look at
for
that
us,
list.
I'm
You got them
worried.
both on that fucking list.
And you know what? Guess who's their coach? Mark Rudin, bro. Another Australian. Another Australian guy.
One of the
I-
locals as well.
I keep emphasizing. Was he at Marconi or United?
Sydney United.
United,
He
yeah.
took them to
Wasn't
the
he at
title.
Wellington?
No,
Wellington,
yeah,
yeah.
but before they was at Sydney.
Bro,
United.
he done well with Sydney
I
United.
keep saying this. I keep emphasizing, man. If Carl does leave, and I'm not saying out now, but if he doesn't, we need an Australian coach, man. Someone that knows the league, someone that can, you know what I mean? Just Graham Arnold.
In Papa we trust. In
Banana.
Papa
I'll
we
be
trust.
yeah. Bananas. Graham Arnold's not leaving his.
I know
soccer
he's not
coach,
leaving,
bro,
but
yeah.
that's
we got to leave him out of this. We got to look at what's available. It's Popovic at the moment,
Musket.
and
Who's your guy? If you could
Musket.
pick anyone.
Musket right now, bro.
Musket?
Musket.
From the free
I'm
agents?
surprised Melbourne Victory haven't signed him already.
yeah.
I'm stunned that they haven't signed him 3 weeks ago.
But they
sure it
parted
happened.
ways in a way.
They're dirty
like
ways.
Him and yeah, like it wasn't
Bro, if
clean.
I was a club, I'd put my pride aside,
And then
swallow my pride, and bring him back and
Yeah,
say,
okay.
"This is where you belong, bro."
that might actually work. Like if they're the bigger person and say, hey, look, it's bigger than the cause is bigger than everything. Come back. You never know. He might fire the boys up.
Absolutely.
Because they got what's the striker's name over there? He actually scored a nice goal on the weekend.
McManaman?
Justeed.
Oh, just the tall fella.
Yeah. Scored a nice header on the weekend.
yeah.
But Diamante sorted him out.
Diamante. Just
Oh,
remember,
let's-
remember it, please. Just
let's
one
not
more
talk about
time.
Diamante.
One more time. Diamante. Just take it easy, spread, please.
All right,
Mikatsu, Mikatsu.
All right, I think that's pretty much a wrap. The usual, subscribe, comment. You know the fucking drill.
Leave your comments,
black.
guys.
Red and black.
Leave your comments.
And I did get changed. Just don't think we didn't get changed. Just-